Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Oh boy, buckle up, because this one feels less like a competitive matchup and more like your local car dealership picked one unlucky employee to be the crash test dummy for their new tank. Malcolm the Machine Wellmaker versus Kris, Please Stop Punching Me Moutinho. Let's break it down. First up, Malcolm the Machine Wellmaker, coming in as a minus 1,300 favorite with a shiny 9-0 record. At minus 1,300, even Vegas is like, we're not taking your money, man. Bet on literally anything else. Bet on a meteor. Bet on Bigfoot, just not Kris. Malcolm is undefeated, well-rounded, and doesn't appear to suck at anything. Like, we haven't really seen this guy in trouble yet. He's got 5 knockouts, 2 submissions, and absolutely zero mercy. He's accurate, he hits hard, and he manages distance like he's playing chess on roller skates. He's shown good cardio, solid defense, and his chin hasn't been cracked. Mostly because he's too busy cracking other people's faces before they get the chance. But here's the problem, he's been beating people so cleanly it's hard to say what happens if someone actually hits him back. Like, what if he gets poked in the eye, or someone calls him Maverick instead of Machine? Does he short circuit? No idea. What we do know is that he's on that fast-track UFC hype train, and Kris Moutinho is the guy duct taped to the front of it. Next up, Kris Moutinho strolling in at plus 775 with a record of 14-6. Okay, listen, I have nothing but respect for any man who's been hit 230 times and keeps coming forward like a possessed zombie. And Kris Moutinho? That's his whole thing. He got his UFC call on short notice, walked into the octagon with Sean O'Malley and said, let's test how much CTE one man can accumulate in 15 minutes. And listen, he lost. Badly. But he won fans because he kept going, kept trying, and looked like the kind of guy who might try to fistfight a thunderstorm out of sheer spite. Then he got another fight, and got flatlined in one round by Guido Canetti, who was on a losing streak long enough to qualify for Social Security. Then Kris got cut. Then he lost a grappling match to Dennis Paiva. Then a boxing match to Josh Challenger, who sounds like a guy who shows up at 3 a.m. to sell you a pyramid scheme. And then he went and beat 5 dudes in MMA, who, I swear to you, these are bigger trash cans than the ones MVP used to fight. I encourage you all to go look up all 5 of those guys' records. It's on Tapology. They are all on losing streaks. Usually when I call someone a trash can, I still consider them elite, just elite level trash cans. They can beat up the average Joe easily, but another fighter is a different story. But these guys Kris beat just flat out suck. I feel like fresh off a Newport and a Heineken, I could beat the guys Kris beat. So has Kris gotten better? No clue, because he's been fighting the cast of Napoleon Dynamite's backyard MMA league. So, who wins? Let's be honest here, Kris Moutinho is probably not in this fight to win. He's here because Malcolm Wellmaker needed a name on his record that fans would recognize. And boy, they'll remember Kris. Just not for anything good. Look, Kris is tough as nails. The dude is basically human Velcro. But toughness only gets you so far when your opponent is throwing cinder blocks at your face with sniper accuracy. Malcolm can strike, grapple, scramble, bake a lasagna, pay his taxes, and knock Kris out before the oven preheats. Kris, on the other hand, has one job: absorb damage until the referee's guilt kicks in. Official pick, Malcolm Wellmaker. By KO, TKO, submission, DQ, divine intervention. Honestly, any way he damn well pleases, this isn't can Kris win, it's how long does Malcolm feel like working tonight? If Malcolm wants to play with his food, we get a late stoppage. If he's in a hurry to catch a movie after the fight, first round steamroll. Either way, Kris is back in the UFC just to be a human measuring stick. And Malcolm's gonna use him like a footstool. I hope Kris gets a bonus, and maybe an ice bath, and probably a hug. He's gonna need all 3. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.